Well, the game plan is really the last module that you need to have a look at and understand. And really this module is the glue that kind of puts everything together. In front of you, what you can see now are really the mandatory checklists that would be used for, let's not say every, but almost every single outlet out there. You need to make sure that you've got all of those checklists ready to go on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. In addition to that, there may be more checklists that might be required. And if you go to your standard operating model, you'll see that under checklists are a whole lot of your other checklists that are either mandatory or optional. And you need to evaluate your outlet to see whether there are any other checklists that you might need to add based on the equipment and the risks that your particular outlet or factory carries. The way to assess this is relatively easy. It's been set up so that you can just simply filter what you need to add. So let's make an assumption that you are a food outlet. Let's say you sell food and FMCG. The first thing that you will need to do is to go to not FMCG, not factory, but food. And you're going to just sort that on, let's say, A to Z. And that will allow you, in fact, let's not do it A to Z. Let's click on Filter By. And we're going to select Yes, so that it only shows us all the elements that are essential for running a food business. Next, we're going to go to the frequency column, and we're going to go Group by Frequency. And you'll see what that will do is it will show me all the food requirements in terms of templates and food safety, etc. And then what it's going to do under frequency, it's going to group all of those tools under ad hoc. Those are the templates that are used depending on what's going on in your bakery at the time. Daily, it'll group those by daily, which you need to do every day. It'll group them by monthly and group the ones that are needed only at setup, and then the ones that are necessary to be done monthly. So that is the food and that's the frequency. The next one that you need to look at is manual and optional. And I would just click on a simple sort by A to Z. And what that has now done is it's set up your this particular screen to show you all the items that are necessary for your particular outlet. In this case, it's food, when it's necessary, and whether it is absolutely necessary. You will see some of them are mandatory, irrespective of what type of outlet you have. Then you'll see some that are optional, and really they are not. They're more dependent on your outlet than optional. So, for instance, you'll see that the acceptance of debt template. You'll only use that if you're in a country that allows that particular template to be implemented relative to the labor law. The cooling register, only if you've got food that gets cooled. Defrosting, only if you've got food that will be defrosted, etc. But here are the ad hoc registers, which are mandatory. Here are the ad hoc registers, which are optional. The same with the daily, mandatory and optional. And under the monthly, the setup and the weekly. So you would need to have a look at this checklist tab and sort it the way I've explained. If you've forgotten, you can obviously watch the video again, but it will assist you assess what other templates need to be added in order to run your particular outlet.